StarR again, and from the title, you probably guessed it. I did a thing. I cut my dreadlocks off. Not gonna lie, it wasn't the most happiest moment that I've experienced. To my amazing sisters and cousin who supported me through that. We actually had a really fun time. Food, and I had them some wine, and we had like a model walk.
I want to start at the top and the bottom, man. Then you want to shoot the red at the bottom, man. You know I love when you right. If I hit it further, she gon' hit the sidewalk. If she got her take her back to the
It was pretty fun. It was pretty dope. Most of y'all have seen me with my hair this short before. Because I've done a big chop before. My fro was a little bit bigger than this. And my edges were a lot more filled in. I've mostly lost most of my hair, like, around the edges. The middle of my head is, like, pretty. My hair has basically completely fallen out. But I'm going to show y'all my little bald head. I made a wig the other day. So this has been my hair. Or whatever. I like hair, y'all. Has combs, but I don't have any hair. So, the combs kind of just like, whatever. Went and got me some vitamin E, some olive oil, some tea tree oil. This has become like one of my favorite scarves. And then I keep caps on or whatever, because what I found the first couple of days when it was weird, like, to feel my scalp, like, it was a weird feeling because I have never lost my hair completely. Like, wind hitting my head, it was a different feeling that I kind of wasn't used to, and my head was kind of like hurting. Not like a thriving pain or anything like that, but like it was hurting. It didn't hurt with my hair falling out or whatnot. It just, yeah. As y'all can see, it's like little fuzz. It's not completely gone, and I am more than likely going to like shave it bald. This is it. This is me. But the air it feel weird, so I like having it covered, because obviously I look different without like the lashes and stuff on. Fun earrings, scarves, wigs, if you want to throw on a hat. Hold on. This is a new thing now. Hats are a new thing. I did not really wear hats beforehand. Like, hats are definitely a thing. Scarves are definitely a thing. Lipstick, lashes, if you know your skin can tolerate it. Doing your eyebrows, making yourself feel good, making yourself feel pretty. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I know that some people losing their hair is a really big deal. Losing my hair, like, what's it say? Yeah, especially because we can tend to be like attached to our hair. Like, without hair, kind of forced to pay attention to the facial features or whatnot. And some people they're insecure about things on their face, or they're insecure about their hair shape or something like that, or they just really love their hair. Let me know that, like, hey, you're gonna lose your hair. And I was like, okay. And so I already wear wigs. I have scarves. I used to collect scarves and all of that in high school. Like, I think I have a whole bin of scarves at my mom's house that I'm probably gonna go get. I was kind of prepared. I mean, not like super duper prepared, because it was still like a shock, like, oh my god. And my hair wasn't falling out like drastically. It wasn't shedding like a dog, because for the most part I've had a scarf on for the most part, especially with us being on this lockdown because of the coronavirus. Like, I ain't going nowhere. When I go to my appointments, more than likely I'm putting on some type of wig. Like, that's just what I do, because I put on clothes, because dressing up and looking nice, it helps me feel good. It helps me feel great. Anything that you can do to promote self-care is like important. So yeah. So let's talk about wigs. Okay. Most of y'all already know that I wore wigs before this cancer diagnosis. I wore wigs on top of my locks. I like to change up how I look. It's another wig. This is another wig. It's actually one of my favorite wigs, believe it or not. Some of these I could actually need to wash. This is the curly wig. A human hair wig. This is another one. Y'all can see I have a lot of pieces, y'all. I know I get a million questions. I know that when people see my page, they like, why you wearing wigs? I like my little TWA, but I also just like to change up how I look. It's not a matter of me feeling like I look better a specific type of way. I just like to look different. Just because you're going through something, it don't necessarily mean that you need to look like what you're going through. Like, you could be cute. You could dress up. You could change your hair up. You know, there are some people who wigs is just not their thing. But I wore wigs beforehand. Like, as y'all saw, like, I have a whole collection. Due to how expensive wigs can be, I can understand why some people may decide that they don't want to deal with that. It might get too hot to wear a wig, and so some people may decide that they just want to wear their hair or their baldness, and there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It's a personal choice, you know. And yeah. So since we talking about wigs, let's talk about the difference between buying a wig and making a wig. So like, this wig was bought. I bought this from the store, right? And then this wig I made myself. Don't be spending hellas and hellas and hellas of money. Don't get me wrong, if that's what you want to do, then that's cool too, because you get what you pay for. Wigs can be as cheap as like $17 as opposed to spending over $100 and some on a wig. It just really depends on what you going for, what you looking for. Wigs are actually pretty cheaper online than when you going in the local beauty supply, and I think part of that has to do with like the beauty supply stores trying to, you know, make a profit off of the wig. So a wig that may be like $17 online, it might be like $30 or $40 in the store. Wigs can be super fun. Wigs can help you change up how you look, as you can see. They can be super convenient. If I decide that I don't want hair anymore, I can just take it off. If it gets too hot, I can just take it off. Granted, like if it's in public, like a public place, I would rethink taking my wig off. If you're gonna make a wig, if you're gonna buy a wig, I just would say, like, choose what makes the most sense to you. Buying a wig, of course, is a lot more convenient because you're just taking it out the box, you cutting it, and then that's that. As opposed to if you're making a wig, then it takes a little bit more time. You got to make sure you got all the materials that you need. You have to decide, like, is this going to be a lace front? Is this going to be one of those wigs where, like, I just put a scarf around the front? Because a lot of times, y'all, I be finessing. I will take one of these little scarves or whatnot and put it in the little front of my hair so quick, and you would never know that, like, it's a wig. It's a wig. It's a wig. So yeah, hair can be very versatile. You can change it up or whatnot. It just really depends on what you're trying to spend your money on, pretty much. I will say that through all of this, it really has just been like a personal choice for me. It made the most sense to cut my dreadlocks off before I started chemo. I knew I wanted to get my hair reattached when all of this was over, especially after my team telling me that, like, yo, like, your diagnosis is very early, like, you stayed on it, like, this is curable. And so that makes me very, very happy, as I've stated before. And so I'm just like, okay, this is just a temporary look. Most of you all have seen me with the TWA before. It's not like a new look or anything like that for some of you, but then some of you, like, this is completely new. I'm not ashamed of my TWA at all. It's a different look, especially once you get used to having hair, and it's also different because, like, I didn't, like, happily decide, oh my gosh, I'm finna cut my dreadlocks off. Like, I actually really miss my dreadlocks a whole lot, and I'm just like, I'm ready for this to be over, like, so over. But I trust that everything is going to work how God wants it to work out. So the plus side of all of this is that I don't have to worry about making sure that my locks lay down up under my wigs, because a lot of people was trying to figure out, like, how you get a wig over your dreadlocks. It actually really wasn't that hard to do, y'all. Like, it wasn't. But granted, mine wasn't, like, super long. Like, they only came to, like, right here. So cut my locks off. I start chemo on Monday. I have my sister T, my cousin with me. I have my sister with me, and I have my other sister with me, my oldest.